I just published a video of advanced strategies on how to earn more on Upwork, and I'm saying that I'm leaving the platform? Doesn't sound right, does it? Just a little background. So I work in SEO, which is search engine optimization, like a very specific niche of digital marketing, and I've been around in that since 2014. I joined Upwork in 2017, and since then I had 16 long-term contracts, which totaled up to more than $50,000 earned, and the average contract was about $3,125, and I have a top-rated status as well. So knowing all of that, it seems like I should exploit my, well, not exploit, but use my Upwork profile. I have built it up, and it's it's difficult to get started. So why am I leaving? Just a little disclosure. Everything that I say in this video only applies to SEO, which is a specific niche of digital marketing. Developers, designers, writers, or any other niche might have a completely different experience, depending on the type of clients, number of clients, competition, and so many other variables. So, take it with a pinch of salt that I've only been and I only know SEO, specifically, that specific category, and I'm not sure if this applies to Upwork as a whole. So, let's begin. I'm gonna give you 9 exact reasons, or 9 biggest reasons why I'm actually leaving Upwork and not coming back. And the overall theme would be that I have outgrown Upwork. I've reached its limits, so to speak. And the first thing is that the clients that I want to work with and I'm seeking out don't hang out around Upwork. What I mean by that is that you don't see, Forbes 500 companies hanging out on Upwork and looking for freelancers. They have other methods of finding or outsourcing their work. And, it's kind of exaggeration, but it's the same principle applies here as well. The clients that I want to work with, that I want to build relationships with, they're not posting job proposals in Upwork. They have other means of finding necessary people to work for them. Second reason, the types of jobs available do not reflect on what I actually offer. So my offering or my services in SEO actually changed over time. I started doing really simple things, from beginning, and then move up the ladder. And now where I'm consulting, I'm moving into the strategy, I'm moving into advanced audits and technical aspects of the website. These type of jobs are actually not really available on Upwork. Yes, there are some of them, but the majority are on the lower scale, or easier difficulty, let's put it that way, which means I have less jobs to apply for. Third reason, I cannot grow on Upwork if I'm tied to one platform. I lose all the control, and I'm just another freelancer in a sea of freelancers, ever growing community of them. So, and in order for me to move on and to grow beyond Upwork, I need to start making some real business decisions, which I can't if I'm still on Upwork. Fourth reason, Upwork clients pay less on average than clients outside Upwork. And it makes sense. The clients that actually go to Upwork, as I've seen over the years, are mainly there for a very quick jobs and quick work, and very, the difficulty is basically easy. They have a very specific problem and they want you to solve that very specific problem. Long-term work is a bit harder, and if we're talking about more complicated, advanced level work in your area, that's only a couple of clients really offer that. And to be honest, I think that is changing for the worst. So because when I started, it seemed like there were more clients willing to, actually find kind of employees and have long-term contracts and do kind of more advanced level stuff. But now every single job proposal that I see is so specific and is literally there for 1 week up to a month, and that's it. You're done, you're gone. Fifth reason, low response and low availability of jobs. And I mean, it probably depends on a niche, but at least in SEO, it got way worse than it used to be. And I think it's because of competition. That's kind of my guess here. The number of freelancers definitely increased on platform, and I don't think the number of clients increased at the same rate, which means there are like basically less jobs for more people. Number 6, being on Upwork actually demotes my value. At least that's what I've seen, especially recently. It seems like being associated with Upwork kind of puts you in a category of low paid, low level jobs, which in a sense I kind of agree, and it kind of makes sense, especially when so many more freelancers joined since 2017. It's crazy out there. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. And it really applies here. Don't rely on Upwork for your only income source. Let's take an example. What happens if you get banned? And I've seen people getting banned for even not doing anything. And Upwork doesn't really care about that. It's a very high risk, because you never know what could happen. You may make a mistake, which actually I did. Like when I started Upwork, I kind of promoted my LinkedIn on Upwork, and I got my account was on hold for a little while, and they didn't tell me the reason. I kind of had to contact them, figure out, chat, and fortunately for me, everything was resolved. But I've heard cases where it's not that easy, and accounts just get banned forever. So one more reason to stay away from only one income source here. This one is probably the most important reason. Client is always right, and this cannot be more true for Upwork. If you really think about it, the way Upwork is structured is that you, as a freelancer, are a product that Upwork offers to clients. What does that mean? That means that for Upwork, clients are the real customers of Upwork, and Upwork, in whatever way, will be in favor and will be biased towards clients. Freelancers don't really pay money to Upwork. Yes, there are like monthly subscriptions and stuff like that. However, without clients, there won't be any Upwork. This is the priority for them. And when you kind of see Upwork in that sense, everything else starts to fall apart. You don't want to be the product. You want to offer services to the clients. You want to have an equal and fair relationship with them. And here you're just a tool. And this realization kind of was one of the kind of cornerstones from where I started to think about, leaving Upwork and actually going on my own way, because Upwork is not sustainable. It's not sustainable in the long term. And if you thought it ends here, no. All the fun is just beginning. So reason number 9. According to the terms of service of Upwork, you are not allowed to receive any payments or work with clients outside of their platform. If you got a job on Upwork, basically that's where you have to work with them, right? However, you can work with clients outside of Upwork, but you have to pay an opt-out fee of, wait a second, $3,500 just for the ability to start to work with one client outside of Upwork, which yeah, so you see what I mean? You are getting locked up in there and with really no ability to actually, go away. If you find clients there and you work with them, that's it. You have to be on the platform. And that's actually not all. Believe me or not, I do have more reasons apart from those 9 to actually quit Upwork. Those were one of the biggest ones, but there are also, things like Upwork fees, which are crazy. 20% off of your first $500, 10% from $500 to $10,000, and from $10,000 you pay 5%. And the best part, that's only from one client. So if you start another project, it starts again with 20%, 10%, and then 5%. Yeah, they're stealing money from you. I mean, okay, come on, let's be real. I do understand that Upwork is a company and needs to make money, but this is getting ridiculous. Just think about it. Upwork is a platform that sells freelancers to clients, right? That's kind of their offer. We have a pool of freelancers. Clients want a specific job done. Let's connect them. Once you do connect them, you probably want to, one of the main priorities should be to improve the system on which the people actually connect and, deliver the work and message and messaging, calendars, milestones. It's horrible. It's the most Messenger, email, everything is better than Upwork own messaging platform. It's not really suitable for work. There can be so many more options. It seems like they didn't really invest any time or money into that. They made it really simplistic, I guess, kind of copied whatever, like WhatsApp, we copied Messenger, I don't know. But it's definitely not suitable for freelancing. There could be so much more there. And that's the messaging platform, right? The apps, I tried using them, really tried using them, but they don't work, just as simple as that. And again, for freelancers, on the way you might want to message your client and stuff like that, as according to their terms of service, you cannot communicate outside of the Upwork platform, so you have to use those apps. But even then, it's better to go on a Chrome or Safari app on your phone and message them from Upwork.com instead of going to their app. Sorry for that rant back there. It's just the more I think about Upwork, the more crazy it seems, the more unfair it looks, the more competitive, and the emotions start to boil. It seems like it should be, a company like this should kind of look after one of the main aspects and one of the main users of their platform, which is freelancers. But it seems they're going other way around, and it's a little sad to see that. Although Upwork is still very competitive and unfair, I do believe it's still a good starting point if you're a new freelancer. When I started Upwork, not to say that it was very nice and it was all rainbows and colors and all stuff. No, it was still difficult. It was still bad things even back then. Some people recall good times when it was Odesk. It was the platform they kind of merged and then the Upwork was born. So every single time you see something, yes, it's gonna be at its worst. But I do believe that it's still a good platform to start. You know, for me, yes, I've outgrown the platform. I need to move on. I need to do something else. If you have zero things, zero portfolio, zero experience, you know, definitely give Upwork a try. You know, start earning, you know, earn your first couple of $1,000s, and when you feel comfortable, you can always leave. You know, nothing is kind of holding you back. But definitely recommend trying. I mean, that's what I did. So I'm just giving an advice I took, you know, a couple of years ago. Also, I do have a video, a 30-minute video explaining how to get started. So if you want to check it out, you know, I'm gonna have a link in the description, and it will guide you through all of the process of Upwork. That's it for me. I've been Ben, and until the next one.